Davis returned to the court last night after missing 30 games. AD ended up playing 17 minutes but scored only 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting. Luka and the Mavs would beat the Lakers 115-110. And when asked about the injury after the game, AD said, quote, "I didn't think about it one time tonight." So, Shannon, are you encouraged or discouraged by what you saw in AD's return?
I'm encouraged. I like what I saw, Skip. It's hard. I mean, you're 9 weeks away from the game. He probably only been back on the court, say, the last 3 weeks getting up shots, Skip, because you say they wanted him to rest that calf, Achilles, or whatever it was that was going on. So he hasn't gotten up a whole lot of shots. And so you can tell he's probably fatigued. Easily get fatigued, run up and down the court when you haven't run up and down the court like that for an extended period of time. But I like him and Drummond together, Skip. They're going to be a very good defensive team, even better defensive team, Skip, because that was one of the advantages that they had last year when they had JaVale, they had Dwight Howard, and when they had AD on the court with one of those guys on a given time. They're very good rim protectors. AD was challenging shots. Drummond had another 3 blocks last night. But I was encouraged with what I saw. Now, something interesting I heard AD said, he said, you know, I really like the ball on the left block, but I got it the first couple of times on the right block. But once I got on the left block, I felt more comfortable. So I think that's something that he needs to relay to Vogues. Vogues, if you'll get it to me early like that, let me get it on the left block.
Who's Vogues? I don't even know.
You know who Vogues is?
I don't know
Frank
who he is.
Vogel.
Oh, the coach. He's now Vogues.
You know what? You need to stop, Skip. You know exactly who I was talking about.
Yeah.
But I was really encouraged. I like what I saw last night. I thought KCP has been playing unbelievable.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Dennis Schroeder played extremely well last night. And Drum. You know who Drum is, right?
Oh, you mean the big paint?
Yeah. In 30 minutes, what did he give us? He gave us 14 and 19 and 30. Now, can you imagine with Bron back? Bron back in that rhythm, AD in rhythm, and Drummond eating all that? Because all the eyes going to be on those two guys. So what it allowed him to do is just get on the board. Just get on the board. Just get them all. Skip, you in trouble. All I need Bron to do is come back, give me 1 week before the season's over to knock off that rust. Good night. I mean, just think about it. If you one of the top seeds, you Utah, you Phoenix, you the Clippers, and you fought so hard to get one of these top seeds, and lo and behold, you got to meet your destiny. You got to make your destiny.
I would love that.
Woo! Skip, it hurt so bad to go out in the first round for you, the Clippers.
I can't wait.
Okay,
I would love to see it in the first round because you would be exiting so quickly and you would be so devastated about the force that's about to hit you right between the eyes coming right up out of the basement.
You know what you're going to do?
Yep.
Can I speak to the manager?
Yeah, I would not. You'd be speaking to the Undertaker. Because,
Okay, you're going to see.
Okay. I'm going to remind you, your squad, as much as you're raving about it, is a mere 2.5 games clear of the play-in tournament because Dallas and Portland are now tied at 6-7, 7-6. I think Portland has the tiebreaker. But you're only 2.5 games up on those two. And I'm going to remind you, just to keep this in your favorite word, context, that last night you were playing a Dallas team that was back-to-back. It's hard to play back-to-back. We keep seeing them because they're like every other night we see good teams having to play back-to-back. A lot of times they don't even play their players because we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. But they were back-to-back. They were at home, were the Dallas Mavericks, where they have been pathetic, inexplicably pathetic. They asked Luka inside the NBA last night after the game, why have you been so awful at home? And he said, I don't know. Maybe we take it for granted. We don't play with any energy at home. So you had that going for you, and then you had this going for you. The big Penguin had no Porzingis down the stretch because he twisted his ankle, and I don't know how long he's going to be gone. And he lasted for, what, 28 minutes, I guess he was? Yeah, 20, well, let's call it 29 minutes. Okay, so all those were advantage Lakers, and you still lost the game. I will give you this. Anthony Davis at least looked healthy to me.
Right.
I didn't see any gimpy, limpy sort of protective motions or where I got to be careful here. He looked like he was full strength and full speed ahead. So that's hugely positive for you. And I will give you this. Andre Drummond was a monster on the boards last night because 19 rebounds is still 19 rebounds. So I'm going to give you that part. But I won't give you this. I won't give you fit because there was some reason that Anthony Davis was 2 of 10, and it was beyond just rust.
He missed some easy skip. He missed bunnies.
He was still having to operate more on the perimeter than I like him to. And you've said on the show many times, I would like to see him post up a little bit more and take shots a little closer to the rim, because he can be just as unstoppable there as he can get hot from distance. So last night he was forced away from the basket because the big Penguin just hogs the lane. He needs the lane to be his. So I'm not sure about your fit here, because I'm going to remind you, while Andre Drummond was in Cleveland as a Cavalier this year, his usage rate was 31.3%. That is high. That ranked at that point 14th in the league in usage rate, which is up there with the Westbrooks and the Hardens and the guards and even LeBron, right? Because he can be a ball stopper and a ball eater, and he can be the guy who is just a lane clogger because he's so big in sheer presence. He's more of a football than a basketball body. And it's hard to get him out of the lane because he doesn't have anything but in the lane. All of his shots come in the lane. He's not a three-point shooter.
No.
I'll give him this. He's been making his free throws at a much higher rate.
I wasn't going to mention that.
70%.
That's right.
But he's 0 for 8 in playoff games in his career, in which he shot 36%.
What's Skip? I mean, you keep bringing up old stuff.
No, it's not old. He's not that old of a player.
No.
And the truth is, his Laker tenure does not start until 23 steps on the floor.
Thank you.
Okay, that is God's truth, because the pressure doesn't mount until LeBron comes back off vacation and sets foot on the court.
LeBron James is not on vacation. LeBron just
they shut him down. They said, you just got to take some time off.
I knew you was going to do this. You're going to try to find a reason to try to undermine what we got going on.
LeBron James has been out. How long has it been now? It feels like 2 months.
March 20th.
Okay, with an ankle sprain?
Yes.
Are you kidding
Skip,
me?
it said 6 to 8 weeks.
He's Iron Man.
6 to 8 weeks.
He could have come back in 2 days, not 2 months.
Skip, you saw AD miss some bunnies. AD missed 2 free throws.
He missed his free throws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So he missed some bunnies.
Where were his shots?
No, he has some.
They're all mid-range. They're going out to. He took 1 3 and missed that.
But AD has that kind of capabilities. We saw him spinning, go baseline, get a nice little float on the baseline. I'm not concerned because, like you said, once they're whole, I like them. Because the eyes will be focused on AD and LeBron, and Drummond's going to be cleaning up everything backside. It was our bench that didn't do us any justice last night. I mean, Trez was minus 19. Talon was minus 17. Ben McLemore minus 10. Andre Drummond, he was plus. He plus 14.
Yeah, but what was AD?
AD was minus 11.
Minus 11. Yeah. So AD last night just stood for another dud, right?
Yeah.
Another dud.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. He got out there. He wasn't favoring the ankle. Those shots will come. Once he gets into a better rhythm, AD will be just fine. But I love what I'm seeing from KCP. Pulling up on the break, in that corner threes, that's money. Dennis Schroeder now. A lot of times, Skip, guys get to play freer because LeBron's not there. You know, you're going to get more opportunity.
That was the best game Schroeder has played as a Laker last night.
And KCP.
So you're just shooting the lights out, and you lost at Dallas. And just for context here, I'm going to remind everybody that the Los Angeles Lakers, the defending champs, now rank 21st in the NBA in three-point shooting, not to mention they're 25th in free throw shooting. Both can be crucial, obviously, in the postseason.
They were the same place last year. They were the same place last year. And how did it affect them? It affected them so much, at May 12th, we're going to raise the banner. Would you like to go?
Number 1 in three-point shooting right now in the entire NBA is the Clippers at 42% as a team. As a team, they're 42%. As a team, you are all the way down at 35.6%. The Clippers, as a team, are making 83.4% of their free throws. That far and away leads the NBA.
Well, that was another thing that got the Lakers in trouble last night. They kept putting the Mavericks on the foul line. They attempted 36 more. I mean, they had 36 to the Lakers 17. Now, the Lakers were good last night making free throws, skill 14 to 17. They just didn't shoot enough.
You rank 25th in free throw shooting. So let's not do one game, little aberration, prisoner of moment. And then I will give you this. The big Penguin is going to help your rebounding some. but the Clippers rank 5th in rebounds, and you currently rank 7th in rebounds. So the Clippers can really rebound it. I'm going to give you this.
But Skip, we've been playing. Think about it. We remember playing with two guys. One guy averaged 8.5. The other guy averages 8 rebounds a game. So y'all had everybody in there. Once we get those two guys back in the lineup, along with Big Drum, we're gonna catapult right to the top. Well, you'll see. You know what? I'm tired of explaining myself to you because you make me repeat myself over and over, and I feel like I'm putting this record on repeat. We're going to show you your head is hard. So the only way to show you is that when we keep going.
I will give you this. You still rank #1 in defensive efficiency, even without AD and LeBron. But guess who's now moved all the way up to 10th and really is playing top 5 defense? It would be the LA Clippers, the team in the basement, the team that has now won 10 of its last 11 games. And if they did, let's just say by chance, meet in the first round, it would be the #1 defense against the team.